You guys are wasting taxpayer dollars. You guys should be gone by now. You guys should just leave.
Do you live here in the city?
You guys should just leave.
Do you live here in the city?
I'm not going to answer your question.
So if you don't live here in the city, we're not wasting your money then, right? So who cares about it, right?
You get federal grants?
Is it your money?
Do you get federal grants?
Do you pay the federal grants?
Do I pay federal taxes?
I have no idea. You won't get ID. I have no idea if you're employed. I have no idea.
Why are you shaking? I'm not going to hurt you, sir.
Certainly not shaking. You can either.
Can I get your name?
Yes, of course. When
What's
you get
your
on the
name?
other side. When you get on the other side of the parking lot.
But there's no signs. Look, over here.
I'm informing you.
Over there.
I'm informing you that you're trespassing.
But you can't make a public area restricted.
Here's what's gonna happen. You're either going to walk to the other side of the parking lot, or I'm going to escort you to the other side of the parking lot.
But sir, over there is a restricted area.
No,
it says personal. It says personal.
Okay, you're gonna.
Okay,
you need to walk. You need to get
don't
on the other
grab.
side.
Imagine standing in a police parking lot, calmly pointing out that officers' personal vehicles break the very laws they enforce, and next thing you know, a sergeant is grabbing you and threatening arrest. Today, we watch our activist defy hands-off, orders, hand out citations for illegal tints to 14 cop cars and prove one simple truth: no one is above the law.
Hey, Captain! Sir, you can either turn that off or I'll call the police.
Ma'am, you can do whatever you'd like, okay?
Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to stop recording, and if not, I'll be calling the sheriff's office right now.
Why would you call this? Who are you?
This is a federal building.
Yeah.
And I'm actually a supervisor. My name is Justin. This is actually a federal building. You're not allowed to record in the post office. So I'm going to ask you, please stop recording.
Your name is Justin?
Yes.
And you're a supervisor here?
Yes. And can you please stop recording me?
I'm sorry, sir. I'm not going to be able to do that.
Okay, you're not? Okay. No problem.
There's video cameras all over here. So you know. There.
I already heard that.
Okay.
My son's a police officer.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying they're recording you. Why can't I record?
About you. You're
But what's the difference?
There's a big difference.
What makes it different?
Recording for their safety, not for yours.
Oh, okay. So it's okay for them to record, but not for me?
That's right.
Gentlemen, once the court feels entitled to record, I inform them that we don't allow recording in the post office. He says he doesn't want to comply. And so I asked him to leave, he won't leave. So I called you guys.
Sir, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, sir.
My name is Officer Queen, Annapolis City Police Department. Okay.
Okay.
I just want to inform you that we are being recorded right now. Right?
Okay. Your body cam is on.
I'm sorry.
Your body cam is on.
It is.
Okay, great.
Gentlemen, here is an employee of the Post Officer's office. This is a federal building. You cannot record in the federal building.
Okay. Officer McQueen.
Yeah.
I want to show you something, and maybe you too, supervisors. What was your name again? Justin. So I'm going to bring you over here, and I'm going to show you these. This is the rules and regulations governing the conduct on postal property.
Okay.
If you read right here, photographs for news purposes may be taken, and commercial purpose may be taken in entries, lobbies, foyers. So
You just said photographs.
Photographs, video. It's all
Does it say photographs and video or just photographs?
Photographs and video are the same thing, officer.
Photographs and videos are two different things.
Same
One's a
thing.
photo, one is a video.
I'm telling you, I am a journalist.
Okay.
I'm working on a story on
Okay.
this post office.
Okay.
So not only does the rules and regulations allow me to be here,
Okay.
but the First Amendment of the Constitution, freedom of press, allows me to be here and record. This is a public building.
Actually, if you want to do what you're talking about, you actually have to get permission from the
Unfortunately, Justin, that's not true. I'm sorry to tell you it's
press
not
do you work
true. I'm an independent.
Okay, so you got any type of identification on you?
No, I don't need any identification.
How do I know you work for the press?
No, well, everybody has the freedom of press, sir.
Oh, but you said you work for the press. You are the press.
I am the press.
Okay.
Yes, I am the press,
So you
and
just
I'm a journalist. I'm a journalist working on a story on the post office.
Okay.
If you prevent that in any way, you will be violating my civil rights. You'll be violating my rights to film. Okay. I can film in a public lobby.
So does that say photographs or video?
This grants me the permission to take videos in the lobby. So
does that say photographs or video?
Maybe you should talk to the postmaster. Maybe he's a supervisor, and I get that. But maybe you should talk to the postmaster because the postmaster will be more knowledgeable on the subject.
Okay.
Before you
just wanted to read something to me, but you said it was just photographs.
Yeah, this is photographing.
That's not a photograph.
Yes, it's the same. It's the same thing,
So
officer.
photographing the video is the same exact thing?
It's the same thing. I have freedom of the press. I'm allowed to be here and record in the lobbies. The rules say it, and much more than the rules. And by the way, this is federal law. It's just not some poster. This is federal law.
Okay.
He informed me that I'm breaking federal law filming, which I know not to be the case. And on top of that, I have freedom of press. I can record in public buildings. This is a public building. I know you said it's a federal building, but federal means public. It's the same thing.
Okay. Would you be able to carry firearms in this building too?
I don't know. So I don't have a firearm, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. Do you have any ID on you?
I'm not going to give you any ID, officer.
Oh, okay.
I haven't broken any laws. Your names and badge numbers, please.
What are you doing?
I'll explain it. Can I get your names and badge numbers, please?
Sergeant Hernandez, 3648.
Okay. And your name and badge number, please? Thank you. So I'm basically exercising my First Amendment right to film in public. That's it.
Okay, well, you're on federal property.
Yeah, I understand
So,
that.
On federal property, you have to have permission.
Not true.
Sir, it is true.
I can show you the rules and regulations governing the post office, which is federal law. If you'd like, you can read that.
What your reason is for videoing?
I'm a journalist working on a story. I have a First Amendment right to film in public. This is public.
You creep everybody out.
Wait.
And you start videotaping people.
Whoa, let's slow down here.
We
I'm
know
not.
your First Amendment right.
Okay, so
you and everybody else tells us that every day.
So wait.
Like, you creep people out. Like,
Okay,
you like
can I tell you? Can I tell you why I'm here? I already told you. I've already told you guys why I'm here. I already told you. There's no need for you guys to be here. There's none. I told you. I'm a journalist working on a story. I just told you that.
Saying that you're a journalist?
You do not need identification. No, you do not. You do not need identification identifying yourself as a journalist. You do not.
Do you have
The
identification?
First Amendment
Okay, you
grants
want to show
me.
me where that says that?
It's the First Amendment of the Constitution, ma'am.
That says that you don't
Freedom of
have
press.
ID?
No, it says that I have freedom of press.
Usually journalists carry ID to identify themselves as journalists so that we don't run into this
Why
problem.
would I need to ID myself to you,
Because you're
man?
on private property.
No, I am not.
You're on federal property.
Outside there,
Well,
you're
hold on.
You are on federal
I don't like you. I don't like you guys
Outside, you can do
behind
whatever
me.
you
Hold on. I don't like you guys. You guys obviously have nothing to do. This is not private property. This is public property.
Sir, you go ahead and clear.
This is public property.
This is not public
1,
property.
2, 3, 4, 5 officers for a man with a camera.
Photographs we take
And I just told you that. It's the rules. That's federal law, by the
be
way.
taken with only permission of the local postmaster.
Yeah. Other photographs. Other. You missed the other on there. I know it very well.
I'm not well versed when it comes to that.
So I would. Can I get your name and badge number? I didn't get it. Can I get it, please?
Yeah.
What is it?
Absolutely.
What is it?
I'm giving it to you.
Oh, okay. You're gonna give me a card.
Dude,
Thank
man,
you.
like, what is your hostility, man?
I don't have a hostility.
Are you
Sir,
trying to like prove something? Like,
I don't have a hostility. That's a mischaracterization of me.
Listen to me, man.
You've been barking at me since you got here.
You start videotaping people. It starts creeping people out, man.
I'm not videotaping anybody in
Everyone
particular.
hides behind the First Amendment because it's the First Amendment. You can do whatever you want. I'll say whatever you want on video camera. I have no problem. I'm a photographer as well. I've got my master's in photography. Like, you just start going into people's public businesses and you start like this.
So
Like this,
okay.
like this
Listen,
is like
that was uncalled for.
Come on, man.
He got that on his body
New York,
camera.
I can hear the accent. I'm from New York.
He's got his body
camera.
camera.
He's got a lot better, man.
What do you mean, man? Come on, man.
Come on, bro.
So exercising my rights is a problem.
No, doing this in front of people and not telling them what they're doing is creeping people
First,
out, man.
you don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe
you have
talk to
listen.
a
Why don't
manager
you?
and say, excuse me, sir.
Why don't you understand? Why don't you?
XYZ. But
Listen,
no, it's not
I hear you
you'll
talking.
see, it's you'll see.
I hear you talking, but I don't hear you listening. I don't hear you listening.
Look, hide behind the First Amendment.
Great.
You're pointing something out that says photograph that has nothing to do with the video.
Man, come
Now all of a
on.
sudden you say you know what you're talking about. You have no documentation on you. I have no idea. How do I know you work for the press? So I just walk around.
I'm telling
and say,
you.
okay, I work for the press. Where's your ID? Okay.
You don't need it.
I'm gonna walk around and tell you I'm a police officer, but not show you any credentials.
That's different. You need to show me that.
It's always different.
You need
It's
to
always
show me
different.
that. You need to show me proof
Okay.
you're a police officer. You do. That's your job. My job, I don't have to show you anything. That's the way it works. If
Okay.
you don't like the way it works, take it up with your local congressman. Have them change
You need to take- you should
Constitution.
You should take things up.
I don't need to. I'm within my rights to be here and film.
Okay.
You guys are wasting taxpayer dollars. You guys should be gone by now. You guys should just
You live
leave.
here in the city?
You guys should just
You live here in the
leave.
city?
I'm not going to answer your question.
So if you don't live here in the city, we're not wasting your money then, right? So who cares about it, right?
You get federal grants?
Is it your money?
Do you get federal grants?
Do you pay the federal grants?
Do I pay federal taxes?
I have no idea. You won't get ID. I have no idea if you're employed. I have no idea who you are. I have no idea about anything. Right?
I don't even want to talk to you anymore,
Okay,
man.
then don't talk to me.
Because you're being difficult.
Okay.
You're being difficult. I don't even want to talk to you.
Don't talk to me then.
It's just a back and
You
forth.
don't want to stick a camera in front of my face.
I mean, I'm filming you, yeah, because
Okay.
I
Well, you say
don't
you
know what
talk
you're
to
gonna
me.
do.
You're sitting here having a conversation with me.
Okay, great. Did I ever come up to any one of you and start filming?
The reason
No.
why I'm being vocal is because there's a lot of this going around these days.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunately creeping the hell out of people that people just walk around just doing this, and what they want is they want to be agitated, they want to push agendas on people.
Let's hear this guy's
They want to
speech.
make sure
I want to make
wants
sure
us-
you're doing your job, yeah.
He wants us to make sure that we take that camera because he's probably
You
looking
don't
for a
pay him.
lawsuit.
How do you know that?
He wants us to do
Because
something.
I know that.
to him. He wants,
know?
He's looking
Yes,
for
I
it.
do.
Oh,
But we're not
okay.
gonna
Just
do
like
it.
you, just like you knew that the federal law was against, right?
Yeah.
How's that working out for you?
Well, let's see how long you're going to be here.
All right, we'll see. Longer than you, guarantee you that.
I don't think so.
Alrighty.
I'll sit here.
Okay, great. Filming the building is creepy, huh? I didn't film not one person. You don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea. You just came in here and started escalating. I wasn't filming people individually.
Sir, you were asked numerous times.
I was not filming you individually, ma'am. I was not filming either one of you individually until you decided to talk to me.
Play it back.
Yeah, until you talked to me.
Play it back.
Federal law, right?
Play it back.
Oh man, I'm not gonna entertain it anymore.
Stand by. The security forces are going to be coming.
Okay,
They're
that's
going to be
fine.
getting somebody, and it's their jurisdiction. So
Okay.
they're going to be dealing with it.
I'm here. I'm getting paid all day. So I'm here all day.
So let me just update the commander real quick.
You can't even tell me your name, man. Like, what's your name? Like,
What do
I
you
gave
mean?
you my name, my number, my badge number.
Unfortunately,
Come on,
listen.
unfortunately,
Unfortunately, that's your
unfortunately
job. You took a job where you had to do that, right? Come on, you took a job where you have to do that. I didn't take that job. I took a job where I don't have to give my name. Right? Come on. You have to give your name. You didn't give me your card because you didn't give me your card because you wanted to. You have to.
It's right here.
Because you have to.
No, I don't
You have to have your name here. Yes, you
Technically, we
do.
don't have to give you a card. We have to identify ourselves.
Exactly.
We
Exactly.
took the extra step and give you a card. I could be like, nope, get a piece
Okay.
of paper and get a pen out, and I'll provide you with my information.
All right, guys. I don't even want to fight with you guys anymore. It's just it's not productive to the overall. It's not
I'll be
productive.
here all day long.
Yeah, we're getting paid all day.
I'll be here all day.
Yeah, me too.
Something
Yeah.
tells me that YouTube video is gonna be like contempt of cop videos.
Oh, okay.
Something
Nobody's gonna
tells
watch
me
it.
that.
Who cares? It's gonna be nothing. Who cares? I'm not losing any sleep over it.
No, I don't.
It's gonna be like, hey guys, guess what? I posted a video today. You want to see it? Okay. I seen 3 people watch the video. Woo, big deal.
I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you know,
6
McQueen.
p.m., Badge comes off. I go home.
I'm gonna let you know, McQueen. They're not people are not gonna like
me know.
your behavior here today, man.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
I'm not doing anything wrong. You guys are here to enforce laws, not enforce feelings, not enforce
I'm trying to say is
policies.
that you want to specifically point me to something, and what you point me to is completely wrong. You say,
Oh,
it
man.
means it's a synonym. It's a synonym. No, it's not a synonym.
Okay, man. Okay.
And then when you don't have
I'm
an
not-
answer, all you do is you roll your eyes back and tilt backward, and you say, "Oh my God, you're gonna." You just wait until. You wait until 3 of my friends watch this video. You wait. Okay, 3 of your friends watch the video.
Yeah, 3 of my friends. I know.
Or I would probably say acquaintances. I don't know about friends.
Okay.
Acquaintances.
Okay. It's not professional what you're doing, man.
Okay.
Stay professional.
Okay.
Don't even if I
went
was
over
here.
this. We just
Listen.
went over this.
Even
Now
if
you're
I was
talking
here.
about feelings.
No, but listen. Even if I was here.
No, this is unprofessional. My feelings are. Come on.
I'm not. Did I say my feelings are hurt? It's your job
So
to be
why are you
professional.
complaining?
No, it's your job to
what
be
point-
professional. That's your job. Do you understand the difference between my job and your job? Your job is to be professional, protect, and serve.
Oh, really?
That's your job.
Is
Yes.
it really?
That's why you get paid.
So we can't have a dialogue back and forth, and so
no,
so,
a respectful dialogue.
So
I'd be open to a respectful dialogue.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm asking you questions.
So this dialogue hasn't been respectful,
He's being very sarcastic and very
as well
childish.
you are. So
How am I being sarcastic? I'm
you
not.
haven't been sarcastic once this whole time.
He's being very childish. I'm just trying to have an open conversation. That's all I'm
I
trying
was
to do.
asking
Your
you a
job is to be professional.
You give me an answer.
You guys
and
don't
I-
like your job. If you got,
always to be professional.
if you guys don't like your
Always to be
job,
professional.
go get a different one.
But what? Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't handle it coming back at you. Come
No,
on,
I don't.
bro.
I don't care. I mean, you say stuff and then just walk away. You say stuff and you just walk away.
Yeah, maybe he's doing a documentary for YouTube.
How you doing?
And he's filming everybody as they come in, filming the walls, the ceilings.
You gotta take a card to something while we wait?
I wish, man. I wish. I don't know how long security. They never called security forces before, so this is definitely a first for me. This is the post. It's the Postal Inspector's office. They're the law enforcement division of the post office.
So if they come here and say, hypothetical,
Yeah, sure.
you can't video in here, this is the reason why, would you leave or no? Just out of my own curiosity.
If I comply with all lawful orders, so if it's a lawful order, I will comply. All lawful
Is that a
orders.
lawful order saying that you cannot video in a federal building, a post office? Is that a lawful order?
No, it's
So
not.
You're trying. So if they said that, you would not comply with that.
I would ask them if I would be subject to arrest if I didn't leave. That's what I would ask them.
Okay.
And then I would say, hey, if they told me that, I'd say, am I subject to arrest if I don't leave and I don't stop recording? And if they say yes, then I leave, and then the courts decide. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Sir, may I ask your name and what position you hold?
Postal Inspector Owens.
Postal Inspector Owens? Okay. Yeah, no, I was just filming the lobby, and they told me inside that it's against federal law.
Okay.
And I told them that it wasn't, and I referred them to Poster 7. I've talked to your offices before, and I'm sure you're well aware of what it is I'm doing here and stuff like that, so I don't have a problem. There's nothing.
Okay. You just know as long as you're doing it, you can't record
Behind the counter.
behind the counter.
Correct.
Customer transactions.
Correct,
stuff
sir.
like
I know that. Or restricted areas. I know that.
Yep.
But everywhere else I can film.
Right, yeah.
Great.
Public space is accessible and
Yeah.
everything, so yeah.
Yeah. So we're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you know the
There you go, McQueen. I told you were going to learn today. You wanted to learn. You told me. And I told you somebody's going to come and help you.
Afternoon, sir.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. I am Postal Inspector Ed Schultz. I'll show you my credentials.
Security personnel. I know.
No, I'm law enforcement.
Law enforcement of the postal. Okay.
Yes, sir. Mhm,
Sure.
First, I want to tell you I find your Yankee hat very, very offensive because I'm a Red Sox fan.
Oh.
Terrible.
There goes the bias.
Second, I understand. You tell me what you're doing here.
So what I'm doing is I'm filming the post office, and I'm gathering content for a story. Not once have I went up to the counter. Not once have I filmed any type of financial transactions or any sensitive information or entered a restricted area. I'm simply gathering information from the outside as well as the inside of the post office for news purposes.
For news purposes?
Yeah.
What kind of news purposes? Do
Well,
are
I'm a
you
journalist.
reporter?
Yeah,
You're
I'm a journalist.
You're a journalist.
I'm a journalist, correct.
Okay. Do you represent a paper? Or
I'm an independent journalist.
You're an independent
journalist, correct,
Okay.
sir.
Lots of people like that nowadays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, it's a way to make a living.
Heck yeah, it is. Okay, so basically, you just told me everything that I was going to tell you. You're okay to be in here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, First Amendment right. You're absolutely correct. What you have to do is you have to stay out of the way, like the customer line for the customers. Backs up. You can't block it. You can't impede anything. You certainly can't go up to the counter and film the.
Sir, what was your name again?
Schultz.
Schultz. Inspector Schultz.
Inspector Schultz.
Inspector Schultz. Obviously, I know what I'm doing. I understand you're trying to tell me what to do, but I know I know what I'm doing.
I'm just going. It's good. I know you do.
Okay, just so you know, I already know.
Oh, no,
I'll let you say it though.
I get you.
That's fine.
I
You
get
can say whatever
No,
you want. Okay,
I'm just
I
saying.
know.
I want you to make
Okay.
sure that you hear me say it.
Okay, great.
Yeah, just as you said before,
Yeah.
you weren't filming those transactions.
Nope.
Don't. Okay. If you want to stay in this common area and kind of quietly disappear into the framework and do all your filming.
Yeah. That's
Go
what I
for
was
it.
doing. Thank
Okay?
you. Thank you so much.
You're no problem.
Appreciate you coming down here. I've never had an inspector come down and clear this up. So I appreciate both of you guys. What was your name again?
Inspector Owens.
Inspector Owens. Yeah. I appreciate you guys coming down here. So you got better things to do, but I appreciate it, and I appreciate you letting local law enforcement know what I'm doing here is completely legal.
Absolutely.
And stay safe and enjoy your day.
You too.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Nope. You first.
Well, Mr. Yankee Man, you win. I'll do my walk of shame now. But only because
You're just going to your call. You're doing your job. Good job. Go protect and serve. Thank you.
Make sure you do my good side.
Take care, guys. Stay safe. Thank you. Thank you for clearing everything up.
When officers break the rules, it's our duty to shine a light record. Every exchange, don't let anyone censor your camera. Call out hypocrisy if the law says no tint applies to all. Hold them accountable, issue citations when they break the same laws they enforce. Stand firm in your rights. Peaceful pushback and transparency win the day. But what do we do when our rights are challenged in public spaces? Stay tuned as today's video shows a real-life scenario where standing firm and knowing our rights can push back against the pressures of authority. Picture this: you walk into a United States post office in Annapolis, camera rolling confidently, asserting your First Amendment right to film in public. Federal officers rush over, demand you stop, citing fake rules, and try to intimidate you. But instead of compliance, you stand firm, armed with actual regulations and constitutional authority.
Oh, this isn't a restricted area.
This is for police personnel only.
Oh, there's no signs or anything that
well,
attest to that?
I'm just letting you know right now that you have to just stay on that side.
Oh, no, there has to be signs that restrict the area to the public, and it's not enclosed in a manner.
Well, that's what
I just wanted to talk to this guy right here. Hey, sir, how are you? Are you a law enforcement officer, sir?
Who are you?
My name is Sean. What's your name, sir?
You're on the wrong side of the parking lot.
Oh, this isn't restricted, sir.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You see the fencing? You just walk
There
through
is-
the fence. Let me show you. Go on the other side of the fencing. I'm going to show
Are you a law enforcement officer, sir?
Yes, I am. Go
You
on the
are?
other side of the fencing.
So I wanted to talk to you about your unlawful tints over here,
Go on
sir.
the other side. Go on the other side.
Sir, I
of
would
the
ask you to just calm down for a second.
Go on the
Just
other side
don't-
of the fencing.
Just calm down.
Okay. Well, you're trespassing.
I
I'm
am not.
informing you. I'm a police officer.
I am not. You
I'm
cannot make a
informing you you're
restricted area.
trespassing.
You
No,
cannot make a
this is
public.
restricted
This
area.
is a public area.
That side of the fence is public. This
This
side
is a public area. There's no
Okay,
signs.
I'm
There's
informing
no
you.
signs.
I'm informing
Let's
you
talk
are
about your window tint.
I'm informing you that you're trespassing.
I'd like to
Can
speak to
you-
a supervisor.
Okay, they're right inside. Go to the window.
Why are you shaking? I'm not going to hurt you, sir.
Certainly not shaking. You can
I'm not-
either.
can I get
you
your name?
Yes, of course. When
What's
you get
your
on the
name?
other side. When you get on the other side of the parking lot.
But there's no signs. Look, over
I'm
here,
informing you.
over
I'm
there.
informing you that you're trespassing.
But you can't make a
So here's
public
what's gonna-
area
here's what's gonna
restricted.
happen. You're either going to walk to the other side of the parking lot, or I'm going to escort you to the other side of the parking lot.
But sir, over there is a restricted area.
No,
it
that's
says
fencing.
personal.
You-
It says personal.
Okay, you're gonna.
Okay,
you
don't-
need to walk. You need to get on the other side.
Don't put your hands
then
on
you
me,
need
sir.
to walk. Then you need to
Don't
walk.
put your hands on
then
me,
you
sir.
need to walk.
Don't
you
put
can
your hands
either
on
walk
me.
or I will
There's-
help you walk.
No. You don't need to put your hands
Yeah,
on me,
then
sir.
you don't- then you
This
need
is
to
not
listen
a
to my
restricted.
instructions.
This is
Yes,
not a
you're
restricted
trespassing.
area.
You're trespassing.
No, I'm
You're
not. This is
trespassing.
public
Go on
property.
the other side of the
Don't
fence. You're
do not
trespassing.
put your
Yes,
hands
I
on
will.
me.
Until you're on the other side of the fence, I will. You don't tell me what to do.
You
Get on
don't
the
tell
other
me
side-
what to
get on the
do.
other side of the fence.
You don't tell me
can
what to do.
film
Put
right
your
there.
get
You
your
can-
hands
yes, I
off
will.
of me.
So now you're not trespassing.
So let's talk about your
So you
unlawful
can stay
tint.
right there.
Let's talk about your unlawful tint. This is not a restricted area. I'd like to speak to a uniformed officer. I would like to speak to a uniformed officer. There's 3 of you over here. Taxpayer here, resident of Suffolk County. Officer, what's your name?
LACORTE.
LAC ORTE. Is that a police issued vehicle?
5997.
Is that a police issued vehicle or your personal vehicle?
I don't have to answer your question. My last name is
Are you going to invoke your 5th Amendment right? This is not a restricted area.
If you come into this area, you're going to be arrested for trespassing.
This is not a restricted area.
I'm verbally informing you it is.
It is not, though.
Okay.
It's not enclosed. You don't know the law. It has to be enclosed in a manner designed to exclude intruders. It's there you go. Enclosed. Do you know what enclosed means? It means continuous and designed in a way to exclude intruders. That's the trespassing statute.
Stay on that side of the fence.
It's called criminal trespassing in the 3rd degree.
Film all you want from right there.
Right. So let's just take a look at his. Let's take a look at his. I know that already, sir. I know that already. And I could be anywhere. I could be anywhere that's public, but I'm not trying to sit in jail for your ignorance today.
Film all you want from there.
Look at those tinted windows on his personal vehicle, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a restricted area. I'm not trying to sit in a jail cell for your ignorance, officer. Because then what happens is I get out of jail, you're not held accountable, the charges get dismissed, but I got to sit for several hours in a precinct. I know how this works already. But you just violated my rights, so congratulations.
I violated your rights by asking you to stand.
This is public. This is public. This is public. There's no sign saying it's restricted. Anyone could park here. There are civilians parked in this parking lot. None of the uniformed officers want to do anything about it. So what are we going to do about your unlawful tints? You're in violation of VTL. You know that having tints is an officer safety issue? Are you aware of that, officer? None of you uniformed police officers want to write another officer a ticket for his unlawful tints. It's an officer safety issue. We all care about officer safety here. don't we? Another vehicle with unlawful tint. I would beat the charge, I know I would, but I'm not trying to sit in a jail cell today. I've done it way too many times in my career for this ignorant officer here. He'll just be exposed online. Make sure you like and share this video to expose this clown and tyrant to the world. Officer, question for you. Hey, how are you, sir? Good, good, good. Hey, I'm working on a story about the hypocrisy of law enforcement, specifically Suffolk County, handing out tint tickets to residents here in Suffolk County when their personal vehicles have tint tickets. Obviously this is not your personal vehicle. This officer over here in his personal vehicle, he has unlawful tint on his vehicle. Are you gonna cite him for that?
No comment on that.
No comment? So you're not gonna cite him for violating New York state law?
Nope.
Why would that be? Doesn't the law apply equally to everybody?
We do. We have discretion.
So you have discretion in order to not ticket fellow officers?
Anybody.
Anybody.
I do plenty of traffic stops a day, and I let a majority of them go.
Well, that's great.
But for anything,
that's great.
It could be for tints. It could be for
speeding. Anything.
Every officer has the discretion to not give out.
But don't you think, officer, that if you're using that discretion, I understand you say use it with the public. That's fine. But don't you think even if an officer of Suffolk County Police Department wrote just one officer in this whole department wrote a tint ticket, that it should be applied equally to everybody?
It could be.
Like, you're not above the law.
We could get pulled over going home, and they could write us a ticket. We're
right.
Not, obviously.
Have you ever been written a tint ticket?
I have, actually.
You've been written a tint ticket?
Yeah, I have.
While you've been an officer?
Nah, it was beforehand.
Okay.
I mean, you know the risk getting it, so.
Right. I understand the risk.
Okay?
All right, take care, officer. Thanks. No. Thank you for talking to me. Appreciate it. Thank you. Just want to be the star of the show today, right? Kicking somebody off of public property, using excessive force to do so. You have no right to put your hands on me. You got to keep your hands to yourself. We learned that in kindergarten, don't we? Come on. You got to be better than that. What makes you above the law? Are you above the law? You must be, because you have unlawful tints on your vehicle. You can thank Sergeant Mio of the 6th Precinct for me launching this investigation. He did a great job retaliating against me. So now every single one of your cars is going to the Suffolk County Legislature. All right, fellow patriots, we just left the 5th Precinct of the Suffolk County Police Department. We are currently at the headquarters. At the 5th Precinct, we had an officer who wanted to go hands-on with us, all because we pointed out the hypocrisy of him having illegal tints and writing "We the People" tickets. No one is above the law, ladies and gentlemen, so we're gonna check out the vehicles here at the Suffolk County Police Department headquarters, and if they're in violation of the law, we will be giving them a citation. So right away, we found our first vehicle in violation of New York State tint law. You cannot even see inside this vehicle here. Now, for those of you who might say that this is a police vehicle, it's a Kia. No sort of lights or anything on it. So this looks like a personal vehicle. Again, they think that they are above the law, which they are not. So let's go ahead and write him a ticket. Put it right here for him. There you go. When he comes out, he will see his violation. You can see here, marked off tinted windows, signed by "We the People." No one is above the law. And this is the backside of the ticket here. So here is another law enforcement officer personal vehicle with illegal tint in violation of New York State tint law. You cannot even see inside the vehicle. Again, an undercover vehicle would not have these stickers on there. Suffolk County Police Communications section with the Suffolk County Police badge there. So the windshield cannot be tinted at all. And this is way past the legal limit on the side window here in the front. But again, rules and laws for thee, not for me. You have earned yourself a ticket. Put it right here. So when they come out, you know, they're not gonna get tickets. As we saw at the 5th Precinct, law enforcement officers aren't going to give each other tickets. They're above the law. They have discretion, as the officer said at the 5th Precinct. And they're gonna use that discretion not to give each other tickets. Because the thin blue line, right? Another personal vehicle of a law enforcement officer that you cannot see inside of in violation of New York State law. They have earned themselves a ticket as well. This is the third vehicle that we've found in the short time we've been here. I wonder how many we're gonna find today. Make sure they have their violation. $250, signed by We the People. This is the fourth law enforcement officer personal vehicle that we've come across that is in violation of New York state law. So they have earned themselves a ticket as well, signed by We the People. Let me make sure I get it under there for them so they don't miss it, just so they understand that they are not above the law. Number 5, ladies and gentlemen, a law enforcement officer's personal vehicle here with unlawful tint in violation of New York state law. They have earned themselves a ticket as well. Let me make sure. I don't know if I'll have enough tickets. This is number 5. We've only been here for a few minutes. Let's make sure that we got that good and under there. Great. So they can see their violation for window tint. Let's move on. Vehicle number 6, ladies and gentlemen, with unlawful window tint in violation of New York state law here. Let's make sure that we give them a ticket so they understand that they are not above the law. Make sure it's under there. There we go. So a funny thing about all these tickets, if you read the bottom right here, it says fines may be paid by mail or online. If paying by mail, please make checks payable to Yo Mama. If paying online, please visit payupsucker.org. You can create your account by entering your social security number and all of your credit card information as well. If you prefer, you can pay in person at your local county building. Before arriving, please make sure you are wearing a clown suit, not to be mistaken for a normal person. So I guess that means they should be arriving in their uniforms. Number 7, belonging to a Suffolk County police officer here that is in violation of New York state law, tint law to be exact. He also has his windshield tinted, as you can see, which is again against the law. So he's gonna be getting 2 tickets. You know, he should be thankful that I'm not like Sergeant Mio and giving him 1 for each window. Then he'd get a total of 3. But I'm gonna use my discretion to only give him 2 tickets here today, ladies and gentlemen. So it has started to drizzle, but transparency does not run away from a little rain. We came across this Ram 1500 truck here, and not only does it have, of course, this would be number 8 of police personal vehicles in violation of the law. Not only does it have unlawful tints here in violation of New York state law, it also has a tinted windshield, which is again in violation of New York state law. What do we have here? Suffolk County Police Benevolent Association. That's so that they can get out of tickets and everybody knows that they're a police officer. And if we move down here, we have the thin blue line as their front plate. That's funny. I thought front plates were required. I thought that was the law here in New York State. I guess it's not the law when you are a law enforcement officer, right? Let's see around back. Does he have a back plate? He does have a back plate. But would you look at that, ladies and gentlemen? So these plate covers are designed to mask your number. In case you pass a red light, and we have those unconstitutional red light cameras here in Suffolk County, it won't be able to pick up your number. It's hard to see on camera, but there you go. It changes each and every way you look at it. You don't have to pay tolls. There's a lot of benefits. No speeding cameras, no red light cameras, no tolls. You get to just do whatever you want here. I guess that's the way law enforcement officers roll here in Suffolk County. They are above the law. No front plate, back plate covered, thin blue line flags everywhere, and illegal tints. With all these violations of law, I almost forgot to issue the tickets from We the People. So we're gonna issue a total of 4 tickets. 1 for the unlawful window tint, 1 for not having a front plate, 1 for the windshield window tint, and 1 for having the back plate unlawfully covered in order to get out of paying tolls here. So let's put all the 4 tickets right here so they could see them. Right in front of this vehicle, we have another one that has an unlawful plate cover.
If your license plate is covered with plastic or any other material, remove it. It is illegal.
Unlawful tints all around, windshield, everything. And before you say that this looks like a police vehicle, you can see you can't see inside at all. I put the camera right up. There's no lights anywhere, and I put the camera right up to the window here. so you can see inside. I'll show you really quick. Has car seat, regular things that a personal vehicle would have in it. I'm starting to run out of tickets. Gave this last one 4 tickets. I gotta be fair. This one has to get 4 tickets as well. It's a complete violation of multiple different laws here in New York State. So we just want to make sure that those are good under the windshield there. I'm starting to run out of tickets. I didn't think I would come to a headquarters of one of the highest paid law enforcement agencies in the country and run out of tickets in my ticket book from all the violations of law. What's going on here? So that was vehicle number 9, in case you at home are keeping track.
No, I'm okay, sir. Thank you. I said I'm okay, sir. Thank you.
You dropped your box full of things there, sir. Who are you, sir?
Sergeant Geyer.
Sergeant Geyer? My name is Sean. Sergeant Geyer, how are you?
Where are you from?
I'm from here, sir.
From here where?
What does that matter?
What?
Do you need help?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I want to know what you're doing back here, Sean.
Well, Sergeant, you know, I'm sure you do, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm just working on something really quick, that's all.
Well, there's nobody allowed back on this road. You can go to those roads.
Oh, nobody's allowed on this public road here?
Public road?
Yeah, it's a public road.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Well, I don't know. I know it's public, though. This is public property here.
That's Glover. This is police,
What's the name of the road?
it's not. This is one of the police.
Oh, so it's a public
yeah.
road. Okay,
No.
so it's public road.
No. Sean, I don't understand what's going on here, buddy.
Oh, you really want to know? I'll tell you, Sergeant.
Yeah.
I'm handing out these violations here for different vehicles that I'm finding that have unlawful tint and are in violation of New York State law. Just doing my civic duty here as a resident of Suffolk County.
Gotcha, Sean.
There you go. That's it here. This is a public road, by the way, just so you know.
What's the name of it?
It doesn't need to have a name.
It doesn't?
No, it doesn't need to have a name to be a public road. The police department is public. What would make this road
You
private?
go down to precincts, right? You look, and it is there, and it's, you know what, to be honest, I don't know if this says do not enter or
I
not.
don't think it does.
To be honest with you.
Right.
But I know in some of the precincts it does say that.
Right.
No entry beyond this point.
Yeah, no, it didn't say that. I'm on the lookout for any. I don't want to go in any restricted areas for sure. You need anything else, Sergeant? You need anything else? Okay, have a good day, okay? Take care. I believe this is vehicle number 10 with unlawful window tint in violation of New York State law. They will be getting a ticket from We the People. We make sure they have it on there good. No one is above the law, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. We have this Nissan Altima here in the police officer parking lot with unlawful tints. This is vehicle number 11. I wonder how long I'm going to be out here for. I'm running out of tickets. This is getting a little ridiculous. I thought I'd find a couple, but 11? And we're not even done yet? There you go. There's a ticket for you. We have another one with unlawful tints. Number 12. Right here in the police officer parking lot. Belongs to an officer, but it's their personal vehicle and they're above the law. Not today. First thing that strikes my eye, or doesn't, is the lack of a New York State plate in the front of the vehicle, which is required by law. It is New York State law to have a license plate mounted in the front of a vehicle. I do not make the law. It just is what it is. We also have unlawful tint here in violation of New York State tint law. You can see no front plate. The icing on the cake would be if he had a plate cover like the other two vehicles. He does not. So we have a BMW X3 violation of New York State law, lack of a front plate, and unlawful tints. So he has earned 2 tickets. One, make sure I get it under there, it doesn't fly away. Oh, we have one more. Perfect. Car number 14 gets the last 2 tickets right there.
By holding your ground, referencing the exact postal regulations and the Constitution, you didn't just film, you educated those who attempt to silence citizens. Next time you face an unlawful recording ban, remember this example. Know your rights, stay respectful but resolute, and insist on accountability. The law is on your side.